somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. There's a kind of love. You keep it covered.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. A little bit of King and Country. Hope you're having a great Monday morning. Today is the 14th. Yes, it is July 14th, 2025. And this morning's conversation, I got some questions for you. I want to share with you a little bit about, you've heard me talk about DMP, and now you're going to hear me add to it DMS. Definite major signal. What is the vibration? This is the thing that everybody talks about, vibration. And if you say, oh, I've worked on my vibration, I've done that work, I've done the hard stuff, I've journaled, I've worked on my chakras, I've done all these things, I can point to something that you may not want to look at, your current results. Are they all that you said they would be? When you decided to shift into your vibration and share your awareness, are you where you want to be? Are you where you want to be internally, energetically, emotionally? You may have some good business. You may be lacking some business. Where are you emotionally? Where is your definite major signal at? Do you have influence over it? Is it very influential, or is it easily influenced? So let me ask you some questions. Let me ask you some ideas. Something to get you thinking about. And again, this is all, listen, we do the same thing over and over and over and over. It's not about doing certain things. It's about doing them in a certain way. So we've got to kind of be sleuthy, if that's a word, to find that thing inside of us that releases the trigger, that releases the signal that is truly our core signal, our definite major signal. So have you ever made a decision in your life that felt instant and absolute, no back and forth, no second guessing, where your whole system just knew that's it? That's your signal. Have you recently experienced that level of clarity recently? Or was that a while ago? What if the work you've been chasing isn't about getting more done? It's about becoming the person for whom those actions are simply a natural expression. Can you say that's how it feels right now? What if the work you've been chasing isn't about getting more done? It's about becoming the person for whom those actions are simply a natural expression. Can you say that's how it feels for you right now? Have you ever had things happen faster than usual? Not forcing them, rather because everything lined up on its own. How often do these moments show up for you these days? Have you ever had things just happen faster than usual? Not from forcing, rather because everything lined up on its own. How often do those moments show up for you these days? Even after building all the plans, building all the routines, creating all the systems, do you still find yourself wondering if you're doing enough? Even when you're checking every box? Even after building all the plans and the routines and the systems, do you still find yourself wondering, am I doing enough? Even when you're checking all the boxes? You ever felt burned out after following all the right steps, setting all the right goals, and still not feeling the internal click that says, this is me? What if burnout didn't come from too much work? It comes from chasing the things that aren't truly yours, aren't fully yours, aren't really yours. When you look back on all the books and all the courses and all the frameworks you've learned, does your life feel a little like a living example of everything you've studied? Or is there still a quiet signal telling you something hasn't fully locked in yet? So what's happening is I want to help you question the framework you're holding your life in. I want to bypass the certainty and quietly expose the gap between what you think you've accomplished and what you've actually embodied. So you don't need another 90-day plan. You don't need another strategy. What you actually want is to live in a way where every moment feels like you're finally home inside. Where every step, every word, every choice feels like this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. How would that feel? Today, starting right now, today, you were in a place, you found yourself in a position, you found yourself in a vibration that says, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Not because it's easy, not because it's fast, because it's right. And when you reach that place, won't it be true that you don't have to fight with yourself anymore? Won't it be true that you won't have to overthink? Won't it be true that you don't have to burn out to prove anything? You wake up as the person who's already doing the work because it's no longer work. That's what's waiting on the other side of you finding your signal. Not another goal, not another plan. On the other side of this is you waking up, not fighting with yourself anymore. You not overthinking anymore. You not having to burn out to prove anything. That's what's waiting for you on the other side. When you find your definite major purpose and you lock in your definite major signal. See, it proves that we can put down a definite major purpose. We can write it down. We can write down how much money. We can write down what we're going to go do. We can write down how we're going to go do it. We can even read it every day. And until that signal shows up, until you chip away, until you break it, break this pattern that was given to you, somebody else's broken signal you've taken on as your broken you. Why am I not enough? Your signal never said that. Your DMP never said you're not enough. You couldn't think of what it is you want. You couldn't have written down the DMP, the definite major purpose you wanted, if you were broken. You're not broken. The flaw is that we think the chip, that crack, that chip in us is fatal. It's not. A new self is waiting for you, which is your original self. One you've been building toward your entire life, one that you've been creating for since you were born. It's already there. It's now time to claim it. What if this? What if you didn't have to justify you to anyone? What if you didn't have to justify to anyone What would you quietly admit is the thing you most want to become? Strip away the audience, strip away the critics, the image. What remains? What would you quietly become? Now, if your body moved, your head tilted, shifted, your shoulders moved, if your body moved in a pretty dramatic way, if it moved at all, there's something inside of you that knows what you want to become. What's the signal inside of you? What's the vibration inside of you that's been knocking the longest? Yet you've been too busy, too afraid, or distracted to answer that calling. What's the signal inside of you that's been knocking the longest? It's usually not a shout. It's a quiet insistence. If you fully trusted yourself to carry your DMP, to carry your DMS, no doubt, no hesitation. If you fully trusted yourself to be living your DMP today, starting right now, just if you fully trusted, I want you to get the image. I want you to get the feeling. I want you to feel the frequency, the vibration. No self-doubt, no hesitation. How would you move differently today? Speak to your future from your present self. Don't speak to your future from your past experience. Speak from your present self. Right now, you are whole. Right now, you are safe. Right now, you are smart. Right now, you are everything you need to be to trust yourself, to begin trusting yourself to carry your DMP. No self-doubt, no hesitation. How would you move differently today? Move, not what would you do differently? How would you move differently today? What would your body posture be? What would the tone in your voice sound like? How often would you smile in this absolutely caring and sharing world you now live in? How would you listen differently? What would bother you? What little things wouldn't even show up on your radar now that are almost catastrophic in your world? They wouldn't even show up on your radar when you begin to trust yourself to carry, to move, to work through, to work with your DMP and your DMS, your definite major signal. Speak to your future from this present. Don't speak to your future from that past, from this present, this moment, right now. What's the quiet belief you have running under the surface that says, I'm not allowed to live that way? What's the quiet belief? What does it sound like in your words, in your world? Running just under the surface, something that sounds like, I'm not allowed to live that way. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to be that bold. I'm not allowed to be that courageous. I'm not allowed to live that way. Where did that come from? How old is that? Where did you pick that up? Who gave you that mantra? Name this thing that's blocking you. It dissolves half of its power. Give it a name. Maybe it's not a who, maybe it's a what. Mine was T-ball, left field. When I was in left field, something happened that kind of left a mark, a pretty deep mark in me, and it wasn't the ball hitting me. That would have been easy. Once I named it, once I remembered what it was, it kind of lost most of its power. What's that quiet belief that you have running? What's that quiet phrase, that mantra that's running just under the surface that says, I'm not allowed to live that way? Where did that come from? Who benefits from you staying? This is a tough one. You got to think about this. If you're not answering these, Jim Rohn would say that's a clue. That's how afraid your current story is of you leaving it behind. If you're not answering these, if you're not investigating these, that's your world. These are designed to unlock your signal. These are designed to unlock the block that's happening. And if you're resisting them, it ain't my questioning. It's not the questions. It's the receiver who doesn't want to hear the possible solution, because you are the one that has the solution. Who benefits most from you staying unclear about your purpose? Who benefits most? Well, nobody benefits from me losing or lacking or not doing my stuff. Yeah, there's people who are winning because you're losing, because they have a win-lose mentality. You'll be surprised. Sometimes it's your closest friends, because that's how they get their identity, that they get to support you, help you, guide you, be around you, be your lift me up. If you got as good as some of your best friends, would they still be your best friends? Ooh, snap. You'd be surprised when you start to investigate. I'm not saying they won't. I'm saying there's a percentage that won't. Not 100%, but there's a percentage that won't. You know this. You've already had it happen in your life. When you started to excel in your world, they were kind of, yeah, that's awesome for you. And then all of a sudden they started to drift. Who benefits most from you staying unclear in your purpose? And who, here's a big one. Here's a big one. Get your Kleenex out. And who suffered because you're staying unclear about your purpose? Sometimes the cost needs to be named to activate your will. Who benefits most from you staying unclear, and who suffers the most? That's a hard one. They're all hard. That one's a toughie, because that one's right in front of you. Who's suffering? You were not born for drift. You weren't born to drift. Drift is a decision. Purpose is a permission slip you write to yourself. So without your purpose, seems like the only activity you have is drifting. Try this, try that, do this, do that. Scratch the surface of this. Oh, that's not working. Scratch the surface of this. That's not working. Scratch the surface of this. That's not working. When you finally decide, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it right till I'm either I'm going to die on the side of the mountain I'm climbing, or I'm going to get to the top. I am going to the top, and I am not stopping till I get there. So if you come by and you see me, I'm dead on the side, you know I was trying. Some people haven't even started their mountain. They go, well, I want to go that way. Okay, here's your gear. Oh my gosh, I can't carry all that. For whatever reason, we're not prepared to go attack the mountain that is our personal goals, our personal desires, our personal wants, our personal wishes, until I can promise you everything you're about to go do today, you have a memory of, you have an experience of, you don't have today's actions of. So you can either go at it and attempt a new way, or you can do it the way you did yesterday. And do not be surprised when you put your head on the pillow today going, well, today was kind of the same as always. SSDD, same day, different stuff. So are you ready to truly find your DMP, your DMS, your signal? If you are, then you're going to have to do something you've never done, which you're going to have to think a way you've never thought, which means you're going to feel a way you've never felt. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a recipe for disaster. Unless you say, I'm open to these. See, if doing something different doesn't scare you, thinking a different way doesn't scare you, feeling a different way doesn't scare you, then I got to ask you, why are you stuck where you're stuck? You must not have been doing something different. So for you to have what you truly want, what you were put here for, what your main signal is vibrating for, you will feel a way you've never felt before. And that doesn't mean it's positive. You will feel a way you've never felt before to have the thing you want you've never had before. You are going to need to think a way you've never thought before. So if you say, well, I don't like to do that, or that doesn't, no, I don't do that, or I've tried that. That's not, you can't use that as an excuse, because your results aren't letting you get to where you truly want to go, where you know you're capable of, where you've been before. You can't say, I won't, I don't, I can't. That needs to leave your vocabulary in the beginning, in the revamping, the re-energizing of your system. So you're going to have to feel a way you've never felt, to think a way you've never thought, to do a thing you've never done, to have the thing you've always wanted. It's right there. The formula is right there. Wayne Dyer said, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Wallace D. Waddle said, it's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. And we think because we tried it twice, we've done all of the ways possible. So when would you want to do this? Most would say right now. What are you changing already? And the best way to be able to control your ability to change is to change everything. You've got to change. This isn't in your mind. This is in your body. This is called hedonics. You are responsible for your own energy. Well, I don't want to feel this way. You're the only one that can feel that way. It's called hedonics. You are responsible for your own feeling. So we have to control our body. This isn't in your mind. You've got good goals. You've got capabilities. You've got capacity. You've got burning desire. You've got want and wish and focus, and you know good from bad and up from down and right from wrong. And yet you might struggle. The struggle can go away instantly. It's the feeling of uncomfortable that you confuse with struggle. Uncomfortable doesn't mean struggle. Uncomfortable is simply uncomfortable till you get the habit. You don't have the habit of success you currently want. You can say you do. You can say you want this goal. You don't have the habits. Definition of the habit is the ability to do something without needing to think about it. If you need to arrive at a new place, you're going to have to drive a new road. You may have to drive a different vehicle, a different idea, a different concept, a different possibility. And all of that's uncomfortable because you got to think. Well, what's distracting your thinking? I'm a thinking being. I'm capable of thinking. What's distracting you is what's called your habitual actions, scrolling or whining or complaining or finding fault with them and not you, and not doing your journal and not doing your gratitude. I don't do gratitude. Well, let me know how life sucks for you. What are you saying? If I don't do gratitude, I'm saying gratitude is probably a large portion of it. Well, I'm thankful. No, thankful and gratitude are two different things. Thankful is that it's already, you want it to be done. You're okay with the pain. So you say, I'm thankful for things. So you're thankful for your current position. You're okay with where you're at. You're grateful for that. Well, no, I want more. Then be grateful for what's coming by starting off with putting yourself in an energy of gratitude right now. Because what's here is the starting point. What's here is the very place you begin. You can't go someplace else to start this program. to start this process, to start your journey. You got to start right where you are in the middle of all of this shiitake. And it's your vibration that needs to shift. Because what you are thinking about, you are thinking about, because you speak it into the world. I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. The universe doesn't hear the don't. I have this, I have that, I have this. And the universe goes, well, you're thankful for where you're at. We don't need to change anything. We don't need to go to work today. You're not asking us for anything more. You're thankful for what you have. That's your definite major signal. First chapter in Think and Grow Rich is desire signal. Write down what you want. Write down what you're willing to pay for it. What are you going to pay for this thing? Meaning, what are you going to do? What's the price you're going to pay? Some of you haven't paid the price. That's the big reason you're not paying the price. Well, what do you mean pay the price? I'm putting up posts every day. Are you shifting it? Are you getting the results? Checking boxes isn't paying the price. Changing state is paying the price. And the state you need to be in is a completely different state. It's a different country than where you're at. Well, how do I get there? How will never get you there. Why do you want to get there? Because I want more. Well, when you get mad enough that you're not having it, that you're going to say enough is enough, I'm going to battle, you'll find your signal. That's how important signal is. Because you've got all the goals, you've got all the books, you've got all the experience, you've got all of the trips, you've got all the evidence that you're successful. What the hell's the problem? It's your signal. How do I get my signal? That's never going to get you the answer. How? Very easily. Why do you ask? Why do you want the signal? When you finally say, I'm tired of being here. I'm frustrated of being stuck. I will do what it takes. That's where we fall short. We want all these things, but we won't do what it takes. Well, what does it take? Everything. And the everything starts with your vibration. Can you imagine if I'm mad and I want to go hug one of the dogs or go pet one of the sheep? Listen, it's about as easy as a tornado. There's times I'll show up mad. I go sit with the sheep when I'm mad or frustrated or aggravated or something said or something did or didn't work out. And I get mad. Ain't coming around. Now the dogs, Beamish will come around because he knows that's a frequency that's not normal. He'll show up differently. Ears back, tail just a little bit of wagging. He's like a little bit afraid. He's like, what's the matter? You okay? You okay? What's the matter? I'm here. I love you. At least that's what I think he's saying. And that'll shift my energy. The sheep, not so much. The sheep aren't that domesticated. They don't really want to be around that energy. This is all absolutely black and white. You're wanting a symphony of success, and you're refusing to tune your instrument. Listen, that may sound like a punch in the nose. All I'm saying is your current results are the result of your music. So, hey, listen, you may be having the best day ever. Outstanding. You've tuned your instrument. You're playing your signal. Now, the challenge is you have to also understand what's the other instruments in your orchestra supposed to sound like. Some of them are out of tune. And if you're busy trying to tune all the instruments, I would encourage you to become the conductor. Every signal you need to be is already in perfect tune. The signal you need to be with your kids, perfectly in tune. The signal you need to be with your spouse, perfectly in tune. The signal you need to be with your customers, perfectly in tune. They're different instruments, yet they all play the symphony of your success. An A chord on a guitar sounds the same as an A on a flute or an A on an oboe or an A on a violin. They are all in harmony. different strings vibrate. It's the harmony that you want in life. And that's what your DMS will give you. Because most people's DMP, definite major purpose, is money, money. And the reason they never get the money is because there's 5 other areas of their life that are completely out of whack. Family, finance, body, mind, society, faith, completely whack. Well, if I focus on money, okay. But you've got 5 other areas of your life that need to be in harmony with that frequency of what you want from the money. And that's where people lose their shiitake. I'm ready. I'm done. I've got my DMP. I've got my goals. What's your price you're going to pay? Well, I'm going to do posting every day. I'm going to do trainings every day. I'm going to do this every day. How's the rest of your life? Oh, completely out of whack. Well, that's not going to work. I'm going to sacrifice that. That's not going to work. Well, let me ask you this. How's it working? You've got to be willing to do the unknown, to have stuff that's just as close as your skin. You've got to do something different. Well, what? I don't know. I probably do know, but it's unique to each individual. I can tell you, you can start with this. Did you write out your 10 blessings of gratitude this morning? I did that once. I did that for a week and it didn't work. Okay. Just going to tell you, you're going to go through 4 phases of writing out your gratitude. The hell am I doing this for? Okay, this isn't that bad. I've seen some results. Oh my gosh, you won't believe what happened today. Then the final phases, this is a requirement of my life every day. You are not keeping me from writing out my gratitude. It is that important. Those are the phases you'll go through. Some people never make it to phase 3. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Or they have it 1 day or 2 days because they built up all of the residual of writing it down for 90 days and they have a couple of good days and they forget. It's kind of like getting your high. You forgot you were an addict to everything that doesn't serve you. Those are my suggestions. That's my conversation with you this morning. DMP and DMS. What do you do? For those of you watching on YouTube, reach out to me if you truly want to. If today's the day you've had enough and today's the day you're frustrated, I'd encourage you. Reach out. We'll have a conversation. I'll tell you what my mentor would say to me. I promise you, one of us is going to have a whole bunch of fun on the call. Maybe both of us, but one of us for sure will have some fun. Question is are you wanting to be part of the team to have fun in your life? Because if you are, then things are going to get better real quick. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling misfit, Sean Murphy. I'll see y'all where? At the next event. We're going to have some open Q&A. Hey, folks, what'd you learn? What'd you like? What'd you take away? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Mr. Bob Kerry.
Wow. It's been an interesting few days.
That it has.
Caught your wonderful Saturday share and appreciate that. Re-listened to it yesterday while on the tractor. I know you can relate to that.
Yep.
Clearly, like with a sledgehammer, and I believe I shared with you my word, my color, and my movement or action.
Yep.
Went into deep meditation early this morning around 4:30 or so.
Excellent.
Got some beautiful, inspiring clarity of what that word and my word for others to know is freedom. And excited to move forward with this and enjoy all the blessings that God has in store for me.
I heard just as you were speaking, so this downloaded as a kind of a icebreaker conversation. You know, people talk about freedom all the time. My question to you is freedom to do or freedom from? Not you particularly, but for your audience. Are you looking for freedom to do something or to have freedom from something?
For me, it was both.
Yeah.
Freedom from sin, freedom from lack, freedom from failure, freedom from so many things, but freedom to love, freedom to give, freedom to lift others up, uh, freedom to have more joy, just opening, freedom to, and it tied right in to what I've shared with you before, freedom to become all I'm capable of being.
So now when you have that conversation, most people will know I want freedom from this. They won't know it. Well, if you got freedom from that, what's now in your life? I don't know, which gives you a clue of they're not real. They don't know how to focus on what it is they want. As much as we think everybody wants goals and wants dreams and wants to join us to have more, have more, have more, they only want to get away from something.
Yep.
They don't know when they get away from that, where they're going to be. If you get out of the heat, I just want to get out of this heat. What's it going to be like when you get into the cool?
Right.
I don't know, but I'll just be away from this heat. And they can't think of what they're going to do when they're in the cool room.
It made me very sad the other day. My wife needed some prescription, and I went to to Walmart to get that, and there was a lengthy line. I'm standing there in line, and as I often do, I'll engage with those around me, talking to this guy. He's not old as I am, but yeah, he's not young either. He thinks he's old, and he was griping about this and griping about that, and yada yada yada. And wasn't happy with this and wasn't happy with that. I says, well, I might be able to help you with something. You know, we do this and we do that. We need to do that. And he was just done complaining about not wanting to do the work that he's doing. No, I think I'll just keep working. I said, that's fine. Here's my card. If you change your mind, give me a call. But he was unwilling to even look at something that could be better for him.
Well,
he wasn't.
He's gotten very comfortable being able to brag about his pain.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
most people are.
Yeah.
They love to
Yeah.
brag about their pain. Well,
Yep.
would you like to change it? Oh, no. This gives me identity.
Right.
This gives me credibility.
Yep.
And if my life is in more pain than other people, I get recognition.
Yeah. Yeah, that's their identity. That you hit it. That is their identity. And that's their choice.
Yep.
And we can't make them change that. We can offer a path. We can offer a hope. We can offer freedom, but they have to choose it.
Yep.
But I'm excited. Where will this lead me? How will this change me? I'm excited to see that. I'm focused on freedom.
So be aware when it shows up because it'll look like work in overalls, right?
All right. I like work.
Because in order to have the freedom, sometimes some chains need to be cut. And
Okay.
that's called habit or habitual actions.
Is that where my third word comes in? Chains being cut?
Yep.
And my vision of flying, yeah, everyone, if you already don't think I'm crazy, that now you'll know. My action is flying, not in a plane, just physically flying. So yeah, he's gone that far off the tracks. But that's and I've had that for a while now.
So yeah, that's the symbolism of removing the chains, removing the weight. You know, at one point we have these phrases: the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
There's also the straw that stops breaking the camel's back. There's also the straw you drop that allows you to fly.
Ah,
The bag you drop off the balloon that lets it
okay.
elevate.
Let's it go up. There you go. I love that. I love that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I can't express that enough times.
You're welcome, brother.
You
Love
make
you.
the world a better place, brother, and I'm
Thank you,
proud
thank
of
you,
you.
thank you.
All right. God bless.
God bless. When you're flying, you're not on the tracks anymore, Bob. Amber
All
just
right.
that in a chat. Hey, Jay, good morning, good morning.
Hey, brother, how's it going?
Standing.
Outstanding. Let me just, I realized I talked for the last couple times without my imagery going on. So let me just, care of this here. Okay. Hey, listen, I have an interesting conversation for you today.
Okay.
Just some of the stuff I've been thinking about over the weekend. So this past weekend, long story short, I had a little get together with some of the guys from the brokerage. I was there, Mitch was there, some other people. Shared stories, had a good time, and I'm coming home, and I get journaling, and I get myself thinking, and I go, well, when I was 18, 19, 20, so a couple of years ago, I was just so hungry, man. I was so hungry. I was ruthless. I was so pragmatic and so on. And then I realized that nowadays, now, so this is the thing. So I'm not quite sure how to exactly articulate what I want to say. So I'll just
Sure, say it.
spit it out exactly how it came to me. And I know that you're going to see and hear exactly what I want to say. So I started thinking about this stuff and I'm like, okay, so nowadays, I still manage to get some really important things done.
Mm-hmm.
I probably do things more efficiently and with less effort, not because I don't want to put in effort, but simply because I found ways that are more efficient. So it takes less effort for me. And then I started thinking and kind of left this journal entry with a question mark instead of a confirmation statement or whatever. I was like, okay, um, I definitely don't see that ruthlessness in me anymore. Now, regarding hunger, I was thinking that maybe I kind of reframed it from not being hungry, but simply being efficient in different ways. Because I right now, me today, and me 3, 4, 5 years ago are, I mean, it's black and white. It's not even probably doesn't even have one single cross point. I mean, totally different person, totally different persona. And I guess my question is, did I lose some of the hunger, or am I simply seeing it differently now? That's kind of the thing I was stuck with this weekend.
So what were you hungry for? What was
Just
your hunger driving you?
just making money, proving myself out there.
Awesome. So now you got money, no longer need to prove yourself. So now you're in abundance.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was thinking about that,
So now
specifically
the
about that.
question is what do you want to be hungry for? Even the lion, the king of the jungle, needs to kill something. And when it kills something, it may not have to eat for a month. There may be enough of the carcass there, unless they let somebody else eat off the carcass. So in the terms of physiology, you're satiated, right? You're no longer hungry. You're no longer hungry. You got plenty of food. You can nibble every now and then. So what's the next thing you got to get hungry for? This is your DMP. about taking care of the kids. I need more money to give more money away.
Yeah, I was doing that this morning, so I had my DMP and my 6 pillar statements ready, and I started reading them this morning when I woke up. And I gotta say, there is definitely some distance between me and that text right there.
And that's your
There's
signal.
yeah.
That's the vibration, because you wrote it, you know it, you got inspired to do it. You were in a different frequency when you wrote those. And now the reality sets in from not the excitement of it, the action of it. And it's like, I don't know how to do this. I got to do more. No, you got to chip away more. Because when you were hungry, you weren't worrying about other people's feelings and other people's stuff. You needed money. You wanted the recognition. You wanted the car. You wanted the trip. You wanted the this. You got it. You wanted the headphone. You got it. You wanted the apartment. You got it. You want to take your mom to Dubai. You did it. You know, the biggest problem that the guys that went to the moon, when they went to the moon, anybody who's been to space for any length of time, anybody who's been to space, now NASA has worked on this already, but anybody who goes to space, comes back, they get depressed. Why would they get depressed?
Yeah, well, I mean, what's next? Like, what
Exactly.
can you do apart from going to space?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been to space. The only other people I can talk to are people who've been to space. Now that number is growing rapidly. But when you were the first people to the moon and came back, and now the people who went to the moon and haven't been back to the moon, they don't have anybody to talk to. Oh, you've been to space? I've been to the moon. Oh, well, what was that like? Right? A fourth grader is a hero. A fourth grader is a hero to every third grader. So you're in fourth grade now. Woo-hoo! When are you going to get to fifth? We're waiting on you.
Well,
but you're not hanging around any fifth graders. You hang around a few, but not enough to make you go, I really need to get there. You're hanging around somebody who says they've been to fifth grade. They really haven't been to fifth grade yet. They're just a happy fourth grader and they're happy for you. So what's next?
Well, making good on the statements that I wrote.
Awesome. So how do you make good on each one of those today?
Regarding my body, did the stuff, went to the gym for the first time in months.
Oh wow,
Finally got
dumbass!
paid for it.
What's keeping you from that? Did they have a lockout of gyms in Serbia?
My doctor said it probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Okay, so
And he cleared me.
do what at the gym? Work on your legs?
I did a whole body workout and
No,
my
I'm
legs.
saying, but what did he tell you don't go to the gym for? To work on your legs,
Yeah.
but not about your upper body? How about yoga?
Yeah,
Could you do yoga and stretching?
okay. So this
Could you do
conversation has gone.
meditation?
Yeah.
Did you work on your body image and your mental body image?
Well, when I read the statement, I did.
What size pants are you going to be wearing when you've hit your ideal weight?
Probably 36 or
Okay,
34.
so and where do you buy those at? Do you have those already?
Actually, I do. I
Okay.
do have a closet full
Are
of
you
those.
going to wear those, or are they out of style?
I'm gonna wear those. They're still
Okay,
good to go.
so what's the shirt you're going to wear that when your body is toned up?
I got a lot of shirts that I used
Okay.
to wear before.
So then where are they? When's the last time you saw them? When's the last time you tried them on and said, these don't fit, I got to get better?
They're in the closet.
I know,
right
but
here.
that's interesting answer, not the answer to my question. My question was, when's the last time you tried them on?
Oh, boy, that's a long time ago.
Okay, so that's okay. So whenever you decide to do that, you'll probably start to make some shifts. You'll realize the gap. You can sit here and say there's a gap. Go put the shirt on, see how the shirt doesn't fit or the buttons don't connect. Then you really see the gap.
Oh boy, they won't connect.
See my point?
Yeah.
You can't go to the gym. The doctor said you can't. Okay, I'll accept your condition. I won't accept your prognosis. I'll go to the gym. The toughest gym I'll ever go to is the one in my mind. So that's your body. How about your family? What'd you do in family one? What can you do family today? Doesn't have to be Pulitzer Prize winning. Work on your family. If you're going to work in every pillar today, what are you going to work on? What's your family pillar today?
I can go and have lunch or dinner with mom. Haven't
Okay.
seen her in a couple of days.
Wow. Have you talked to her?
Yeah, we just talked before the
Okay,
call.
good. Did you talk to her yesterday?
No.
Oh, wow. So it really sucks that you don't even worry about taking care of your mom every day. No wonder. Listen, it's why you're stuck. You won't do the thing that's easy to do. Hey, mom, I love you. Click. 24 hours. You couldn't call your mom. Okay. That's the old story slipping in. You mean every day? Oh, I don't know. How would it feel for you to have such a relationship with your mom that when God decided to take her, you're like, I never missed a moment with her? What could you do while she's still living so that when she goes, when she decides it's time for her to move on, or God says this is my next angel, you're like, I'm excited for her to go. What would keep you from being sad? Now you're working on your DMP. I got time. I got time. You got no time. None of us have time. We have now. We don't have tomorrow. We have now. So what are you doing for society? Shit, I gotta do that too. Yeah, well, it's all of them the same. So maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer.
Sure. Thanks for nothing. I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm kidding.
But you see the difference?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now the shame feeling that you're feeling is
yeah.
The shame feeling you're feeling is I know this. None of this is a shame conversation. It's your interpretation of it. I knew this. And it's because, well, I need to be hungry. Well, then be hungry for what tomorrow brings, not what for yesterday gave you. You can't be hungry for yesterday. You can be aggravated for yesterday, but you can't be hungry for yesterday. You've already eaten the thing you were chasing, money. And listen, at 20, what are you? 25, 3, 4, 24. At 24, you don't have a hunger. Now, you love to share, take people to the steak restaurant and in wherever it was, Romania or wherever, to take the friends there to go to do these things. You love to share because you have abundance. You love to share your feast. Well, you can only share so much of that to people like, I just feel so uncomfortable around you because I don't make that money. So you get around Mitch and Mitch has got money and Mitch is telling you, oh my God, I wish I knew what you would know and this, that, and the other. Awesome, great. But you didn't call your mom. Remember I said at least one of us will always have fun?
Yeah, did not have that intention in mind when they came on. I definitely wanted both of us to have fun, but thank you for debating, eh? That's interesting conversation
Isn't
today.
it interesting
That is very interesting, yes.
And it's not about doing more. You didn't have to do more to call your mom. You just had to call mom. You didn't have to do more to do whatever for society. You didn't have to do more for your faith in you, whatever the faith is. You got to have faith in something. You didn't have to do more for your mind. You already journaled. And there's starting to be some gaps in the things. And the gaps are these little places in the symphony. Where's all the violins? Where the hell the violins go? I won't play them today. I'll play them tomorrow in my symphony. And people are coming to see your symphony and they're like, the music's off. Go get him, Tiger.
Go get him, Tiger. God damn. Okay. Yes, okay. I do understand what you wanted to say. And more importantly, I do understand what I wanted to articulate to you.
Yep.
Which is interesting, and I'm also very happy. So what started happening over the last couple of weeks is that I would become aware. I would get a download, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
I just get these thoughts that just kind of light up for whatever reason, could be whatever reason. And then I start thinking about it. I start developing the idea. I start kind of just entertaining it for a couple of hours or a day or two. And then I either realize something on my own, or as today, I shared the idea with you, then you helped me realize some other things. And then I become very happy about the whole situation. And it really gives me a good feeling overall that I'm like, oh, okay, so this is okay, so we're gonna go here now. And that's really interesting to me. Real interesting. So
And from that place, do things get easier or more difficult?
Oh boy, they get easier. They're
Then
a
I'd
lot
stay
easier.
there. I'd stay there. I wouldn't come back to this place.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good morning, Silka.
Good morning, Sean.
Muggin.
I'm glad. Oh, you're learning some German. Well, I'm starting a beginner class today. You're welcome to join.
Okay.
Yes, I will send you the information and you can come and join my class and learn some more Deutsch. Ah, you know, I totally forgotten about my word until Bob started speaking. And I haven't thought about my word for a long time. So thank you to Bob for reminding me of my word. What was my word? Do you remember? I remember my word, but I was going to ask you if you remembered my word.
I bet if you say it, I'll know whether you're telling me the truth or not. I don't remember your word.
Oh, you don't remember my word? That means you and I don't speak enough. Um, my word was joy, or is joy. You remember my word now?
Yep.
Okay. So I haven't thought of the word or of the joy in quite a while because I get so caught up in what I think I need to do, but I don't know. I mean I have everything. I literally have everything I asked for in the last year. And still I don't exhibit the success that I want and I need. So that's where I'm stuck. I have what I need to have the success, or what I thought I needed to have the success.
Right.
But certainly it comes back down to me. I'm always the same variable in all of that. So, yeah, so I've forgotten about joy. And I should think about joy every day because whatever I do, it should be joyful.
Well, should be and could be are two different things. Could it be joyful?
Yes,
Yes. And then
because
if
I'm
it
not
could,
out digging ditches or anything.
right. No, right. I understand that. Yet the point is that here's the challenge that we have when we've set goals. The I that set the word joy is not the same I that forgot it.
Well, I don't think I ever forgot it, but it was just like totally out of my mind
Right.
until Bob just talked. So even just being on this call or being in
Yep.
this community, I mean, it was just amazing. I'm going, oh my God, I haven't like thought of my word specifically. Maybe it's been in the back of my head, but yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't even thought of that. And he was saying he thinks of his every day. Um,
So the concept I'm going to offer so that there's not some pain or shame that you forgot it, is the I that said the joy got put on the shelf. That version of you, that I version of you that said, joy is my word. That person got sent to the back of the room. And the I that wasn't focused on joy, that forgot about joy, never wants to think about joy. This I, the one that when you heard the word joy, the version of you that said, "Ooh, joy's my word. I forgot my word. Oh my gosh, there's my word. I love remembering my word." Is a different I, a different frequency than the I that forgot it. So what I'm offering you is this ability to say, wow, I remembered I remembered the version of me that allowed joy to be my word. It's kind of a mind game we have to play with ourselves. It's a frequency versus the version of you that forgot your joy, because then we'll blame ourselves. I don't know why I forgot it. No. You didn't forget it. You happen to be the I that joy wasn't the word. Now that joy was the word, you remember, that's my word. Oh my gosh, I can step into that I. This is what Wallace D. Waddle says. It's not about doing certain things. It's about doing them in a certain way. And you can go do today with joy as your undergarment, as your cape, as your frequency, versus yesterday, you didn't have that frequency. So you did yesterday okay. You did yesterday good. It just wasn't with joy. Today you can do today with joy. And that is the change the way you look at things. Things look at change. Wallace D. Waddles, it's not about doing certain things. It's not about doing certain things, doing them in a certain way. You found your certain way. See what happens when you, before you go do anything, check to make sure you're in joy. That's all. And you'll say, today was weird. Today was easy. It went fast. I had some, you won't believe it moments. And it's that powerful to do it simply from joy. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. That's outstanding that you recognized, I'll be darned, there's my word. I
Yeah,
love it.
but I don't think I forgot it. I just
Right.
in the last, I don't even know how long I haven't been thinking. I guess because we stopped speaking about it in class, or we do different things. So I
Sure.
just, and I'm, it like, when I was thinking of it, it like really made me feel happy in my body. Does that sound weird? But yeah, it like, and it makes me smile that yes, I can do things with joy, feeling joy, no matter what it is. So thank you to Mr. Bob this morning for speaking and sharing this, so I could think of remember that. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that, and that's really a good
And
feeling. That joy is an amazing feeling to me, and I should keep that with me every day. Maybe I need to write it down so I can see it every day when I get to my lappy or whatever, even on my
your Lola
phone.
Poo. I know it's Lola Bean.
Lola Poo, you and Lola Poo. Well, you ever come to San Diego, you have to meet her. And she's petrified she doesn't seem to like men. She even barks at my daughter's fiance, who
Oh,
got her.
oh wow.
Oh yeah, yes, she barks at him. She does not bark at, well, she does not bark at me. Sometimes if I come and she doesn't know who's coming up the stairs, she can't
Right.
see, then she'll sometimes bark, but she's not a big barker. But yes, she can sit there and bark at him if he does not give her attention. It is very strange. Sometimes I get so annoyed. I open the door and I tell him, give her some attention. Why? He just sits there and lets her bark at him. I mean, who does that?
Right.
Anyway, maybe we can see some joy in that.
I love it.
Well, thank you,
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you. I feel so joyful and happy this morning.
That's awesome. And that's the power of community, right? If
Yes.
Bob didn't show up and talk, it's not it. I love that I help to create the environment. I love that the environment is creative. And that's the thing that's awesome. Because you saying about your joy, I promise you, there's some other people on here who went, man, what was my word? If Silke forgot hers, I wonder if maybe I need to remember mine. So all of these interactions, because of the community, it's powerful for all of us. So I love it.
Yes, that's why I love community so much. And I think it's so powerful because you get feedback, you think of things, you can help each other, you can get accountability and things like that. So
Yep.
yes, I think having a community or even more than one community that you're part of is so important. We're not here to live in a cave by ourselves. I mean, I think we've evolved from the caveman status, and maybe they
Most
weren't
have.
even. Maybe they weren't even, by themselves.
Right.
But yeah, because we kind of like some of the animals or herd animals. We kind of the same thing. If
100%.
we just stay by ourselves, even using social media, it's not the same. Like last night, a friend had invited me to go for a walk with her. Well, I thought it was just going to be her and I, but she attends lots of times. It's called Sunday service. Uh, and it's like sometimes I guess it's yoga, whatever, but this time it was a walk, and there was many people that showed up for the walk, and it was very nice, and they do different things. So there was this one lady that was teaching about of the same things you do. She's a therapist. And so we walked to the beach, and then we sat at the beach, and I got to dip my toes in the sand, and I took a video of that. But yes, it was some completely different and I've never done, but I really enjoyed it. I got to catch up with her, and I hadn't seen her in quite a few months because we both so busy. And yeah, I think it's so important to make time for that and to connect with other people. I mean, yes, it brings a lot of joy. Also, I was feeling, maybe I wasn't in that state, but I was feeling really happy, but I wasn't even thinking of the word joy. That's so funny. I mean, that's so weird how it just popped up this morning. It's so amazing when he spoke. So yes, thank you very much to Bob. I'm a much happier person this morning. How crazy is that? And thank you.
It just proves that when you attract the thing you want to attract, and you make the decision, because you've made the decision on joy and now made the decision to reactivate it, it just shows that, wow, from not having it to activating it, our whole body changes. It's that powerful, the frequency we sit in. So congratulations on your signal of joy. I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you. I love you. I love all of you. And a special love to Mr. Bob this morning.
That was awesome. So cool. I love it when a plan comes together. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another fabulous, joyful morning where we get to fly a little bit higher. I'm your head brain training. Let's take off and find some joy, misfit. I'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event.
Somebody give me some Costa Ricas.
Pura
Pura
vida.
vida. We love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace be with
Peace
us
be
all.
with us. And the queen of helping you find your joy and fly a little higher, Jessie Lee Ward. Bosley, we love you, girl. All right, everybody, go in a little white fluffy.
Gurgly.
Gurgly. We love you. My phone has been putting a lot of the home screens as some of her pictures that I used to have of her, or still have of her. It's kind of funny, some of the little pictures. So love you tons. See you all tomorrow morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Love you all.
Love you, Sean.
Love you all.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Love
day.
you all. Have a